as is customary, as though Baladev Prabhu has set the standard, we are going to sing a Vaishnava bhajan before we get into the main. Okay? I'm going to share a song with you, all of you. Prabhu, don't go away, you have to still play the Mridanga. You are not going to get it so easily. It's a very beautiful song. We Vaishnavas sing it many, many times. As Krishna says, if you want to get Krishna, then you have to get through his devotee only. You cannot devotee. So this is a song which is appealing to the Vaishnavas for their mercy. Okay, very beautiful song. If you sing with me, you will truly enjoy it, and the meaning is very deep. Okay. Some of you may have heard this song many times, some of you may have even sung it. If not, then this is your first foray into this wonderful Vaishnava bhajan. Evaro karuna Vaishnava Gosai. we read the translation. It's only 6 verses. Very, very beautiful translation. If you hear the translation, you truly understand how beautiful this song is. We'll ask some of the kids to read it. You understand? You want a mic? There's a mic here, which is active. That one. Just put it on. Yeah. Everyone can hear.
O Vaishnava Goswami, please be merciful to me now. There is no one except you who can purify the fallen souls.
Where does anyone find such a merciful personality by whose mere audiences all sins go far away?
After bathing in the waters of the sacred Ganges of many times, one becomes purified. But just by the sight of you, the fallen souls are purified. This is your great power.
Next one will be to next one. Suraj, you want to read? Okay, Krishna, sorry. Yeah.
The holy name delivers one who has committed an offense to Lord Hari. But if one commits an offense to you, there is no means of deliverance.
Okay, Suraj.
Your heart is always resting the place of the Lord Govinda. Lord Govinda says, the Vaishnavas are in my heart.
Okay, good. Actually, last one.
I desire the dust of your holy feet and every birth I may take. Please consider Narottama yours and be kind upon him.
So we all need this mercy of the Vaishnavas if we want Krishna. So this is a wonderful prayer, crying out. Narottam Das is crying out to the Vaishnavas to bless him. Our Vaishnava Thakurs, our 6 Goswamis, our Parampara, and Prabhupada, and all the Vaishnavas, we are praying to them to have mercy upon us. So now we're going to go to where we left off last week, week before. Does anyone remember what we discussed in inner engineering last time? Does anyone remember the diagram that was shown? Only one person. So it's this in and this out, right? This is what we will discuss today is fundamental to your spiritual growth. It says fast track to self-realization. It's truly a fast track to self-realization. If you truly understand today's class, you will truly understand how this all works and how it can help you in your spiritual growth. Very important. That's why we call it inner engineering. Unless you don't understand your inner self, everything external is not going to help you. You have to first of all understand your inner self and engineer it. Engineer it so that you can be self-realized and achieve the goal of human life. The goal of human life is to achieve Krishna, right? Krishna Prema. That's all. There's nothing else. So are we ready? Alright. So, when does America celebrate its Independence Day? Anyone knows? July 4th. When does India August 15th, right? Prabhupada once went to, the first time he went to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his to-be guru, right? He said, I am so busy fighting for independence for India. Until India gets independence, I can't rest in peace, right? So, if I go out and I speak about Krishna to anyone, they're not going to listen to me. I'm supposed to be a slave in my own country. I'm under the British rule, right? So what did Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur told him? What did he tell him? Does anyone know?
Don't worry about it. We are prisoners of ourselves.
He said that all these material considerations have got no meaning. We think we are independent, right? Are we truly independent today? Is anyone feeling that we are very independent? We can do whatever we want, right? I'm not talking about the current situation in America, but I'm just talking in general, okay? I don't even want to go there. That is somewhere far out. Let's talk about now, okay? Let's talk about ourselves, right? Do we really think we're independent? I mean, if you're in India, if you're in some country which says that you're completely free to do anything over here, you may be completely independent. You buy an island of your own, you have a nice house there, and it's totally protected, right? You're completely by yourself, no interference, no distraction, right? And you think, I'm independent, I can do anything I want, right? Unfortunately, what's happening inside is what gives you true independence or makes you a slave. So,
This is customary. You cannot escape.
thank you. So that's the reason why we have to understand what's going on inside more important than what's going on outside. Because unless and until we are independent inside, free inside, we cannot be independent or free outside. Right? See this picture here? We're all puppets in the hand of three ladies. Three ladies are actually playing us on a string. Okay? One, if you'd see, is in a bluish black dress, one is in a red dress, and one is in a yellow dress. Very significant. Everything in this diagram, in this picture is very significant if you truly try to understand. Right? Do you know who these three ladies represent? The three modes of nature. We're all slaves, we're all puppets to the three modes of nature. If we even think that we are free for a minute, we're an illusion. They're playing us like nobody's business. Continuously we are being pulled by them. One is the mode of ignorance, the yellow one. The mode of passion is red. And the bluish black is mode of goodness. Krishna is bluish black. So they put him as mode of goodness, right? So, goodness, passion, and ignorance. These are the three modes that determine everything in our life. You're coming here to listen to this class also is driven by the modes. The food that you eat is driven by the modes. The worship that you do is driven by the modes. If you come and do some charity, the charity is driven by the modes. So much so that there is nothing you can do that is not driven by the modes. And we're going to explain it. So if you truly want to be independent, then you have to transcend these modes. You have to drive them away. You have to come to a stage where they can no longer control you. Otherwise, you're just a slave. You're a slave of these three ladies. And we call them ladies because they are ladies. Trust me, they're not men. And I'll prove it to you how. This has got nothing to do with the ladies here, okay? So when I go out, please don't stay standing there with a slipper. Remove yourself, you're saying. That's not what it's just how nature is. You can't help it, you know. Alright, you ready now what we're going to go into next? Because it's going to get very serious and very intense going forward. Alright? So this is the diagram. We'll chant this verse first and then we'll get into it, okay? Natat asti prithivyam va Devi deveshu va punaha Sattvam prakriti jaya muktam Yad evesya tribhir gunai for the sake of time, I will only allow one man and one woman, or one male and one female, to chant this verse. Let's start with the women. You want to chant this verse? Go ahead.
Natat asti prithvyam
Natat asti prithvyam va
Devi Devi Shuva Punaha
Devi Devi Shuva Punaha
Sattvam Praktir Jai Muktam
Sattvam Prakriti Jai Muktam
Yati Bisya Tripur Punaha
Yati Visya Trivir Gunani. You chant. Just fine. I'll help you. Huh?
You want to read translation?
No, translation will read. I want the Sanskrit to be chanted. Okay, I'll let you do the translation. There. You wanted to chant? Go ahead.
Natat asti prithvyam va Divi deveshu va punaha Sattvam prakriti jarmuktam Yad abhisya tribir gunaha.
Read the translation.
There is no being existing.
There is no being existing. We'll repeat after you.
Either there is no being existing.
There is no being existing.
Either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary system.
Either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary systems.
Which is freed from these three modes born of material nature.
Which is free from the three modes of material nature. So here is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, telling you, there's no being, not any being. What to talk about human beings? This is about any human, any being. There is no being that is free from the three modes of material nature. That is authority speaking, right? Because Krishna is the creator. Who knows better than him? If you are at the back, then take some seats because this is going to be a long session. Hare Krishna. Then your Lord sit down, please. And if you want to attend the class, you have to stop chanting. Or you can chant and not be in the class. You can't have both at the same time. Okay? That's disrespect to the chanting as well as to the speaker. Can you all take some chairs and please sit down? If you all can't sit on the ground, no problems, don't worry. But everyone please sit down. Hare Krishna Prabhu. There is no being existing either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary systems. That includes Brahma, includes Shiva, includes Indra. Every single entity in this universe is controlled by the three modes of material nature. Brahma, he fell into Brahma Vimohan. Do you know the Brahma Vimohan Leela? Right? Shiva, you know what the what is the Mohini Murti? Have you heard of Mohini Murti? Right? He was so attracted to Mohini Murti, he forgot who he was. Right? Someday we'll talk about that story if you don't know it. Right? Even Shiva falls into this illusion. Nobody is spared by the three modes of material nature in this world. What to talk about us? We are captives. We are total puppets in the hands of the three modes, like this picture shows. We are the puppets. Alright? But Krishna says, if you want, you have the ability to transcend them. You can be free of the three modes of material nature. You have the ability, provided you are willing to use the ability that has been given to you. Most of our ability is used for material possessions. Yesterday we had a Bhagavad Gita class, we were reading some beautiful verses. Like I was saying, that when we come into this world, we come empty-handed. When we go from this world, we go empty-handed. Does anyone take anything with them? In between, there's everything that is here. Is that right or not? Everything we want to possess. We want to control everything. We want to control everybody between these two. Ultimately, we come with nothing, we go with nothing. So we need to get real. Alright? So this was the diagram we discussed yesterday, 2 weeks back. Right? This is the exact picturization of everything that is happening within you. And this comes from the different verses in the Bhagavad Gita put together. Madhuri Mataji, if you don't mind, can you sit down? Come and sit in the front, doesn't matter. I don't bite. So, this diagram is the exact representation of everything that's going on within you. There's nothing beyond this diagram. The 5 senses are feeding into you. What are the 5 senses?
Taste, touch, smell, sight, hear.
That's it. Very good. Those are the 5 things. Those are the 5 incoming senses. They are feeding. Right? And when they feed, it goes into the mind. The mind is capturing it. And then the mind is equating it to experiences. The mind carries experiences with it from previous births as well as from this birth. And so whatever is fed in is actually going to the mind, and it refers to its past experiences and then decides whether it likes it or it doesn't like it. Okay? If it likes it, right, then it feeds it to the soul. The soul is the ultimate desirer, not the mind. The soul is the ultimate desire. Right? And the soul, when it desires something, for example, you see a very nice, what is your best sweet? Rasgulla. I think everyone likes Rasgulla, right?
Yeah.
I've never met anyone who does not like Rasgulla. Huh? You like pizza. Or pizza is also a universal thing. Everyone likes pizza. Right? So, why is that so? When a nice pizza is placed before you or some Rasgulla is placed before you, have you noticed your mouth starts watering?
Yes.
Huh? How does that happen? Because the taste of that is in the mind, the experience of that is in the mind, and the mind immediately desires it. That's what makes your mouth water. The mind desires it, and the soul is with the mind, it's desiring. The soul, the only purpose of the soul over here, all it does is desires. We, the living entities, are only desiring. Continuously we're desiring. Okay? Our desires are faster than any supercomputer that has ever been created in all of creation. Per minute, the desires we have is, you can't even measure it. You don't even realize it that you're desiring. That's the beauty of it. That's Krishna's creation. Right? Every second you're desiring something. Because the mind is always active. The mind is not still for even a fraction of a second. Right? And is completely, continuously bombarding its experiences to the living entity, the soul. Continuously. And the soul, if it's weak, if its consciousness, if its intelligence is weak, as I told you last time, it falls for whatever this mind is telling it. And we follow the mind. But if the intelligence is strong, then the soul will continuously reject it. The living entity will continuously reject it. And this intelligence comes from that super soul who's sitting there. See, he's right in the middle. Krishna is right in the middle of everything that happens within you. Okay? It's Krishna who is giving you intelligence. So then, it's simple. Then Krishna should not allow us to do anything wrong. Krishna should immediately stop it, correct? Why is he allowing that to happen? Because if Krishna interferes, if Krishna filters everything for you, right, then he takes away your free will. He takes away your free will. Then you become like a robot. And Krishna doesn't want that. He wants you to make the choices and be responsible for it. He does not interfere with your choices. So then he gives you two types of intelligence. One is material intelligence and one is divine intelligence. And he does not give you divine intelligence until you ask for it. You have to ask for it. Arjuna, when he went to fight in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he gave all kinds of excuses why he should not fight. And Krishna was patiently listening. Krishna didn't say a single word. He let Arjuna say whatever Arjuna wants to say. And Arjuna gave some very good excuses. I mean, very good reasons why he didn't want to fight. Logically, if you look at it, those reasons are perfect. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please come back. So nice to see you. Welcome back. Prabhuji just came down from Kumbh Mela and from Yatra to India. So we like to have you. So, Krishna does not give you divine intelligence until you ask for it. When Arjuna begged Krishna, he said, Karpanya doshopahata svabhava prachamitam dharma samura chetaha yat shreyasyan nishchitam bhuhitam me shishyaste aham sadhimam kam prapannam. Now I am confused. I do not know what is right and wrong. Make me a disciple and instruct me. When Arjuna said, make me a disciple and instruct me, that is when Krishna started giving him jnana. He started giving him knowledge. He started giving him bhakti. He started giving him the message of the Bhagavad Gita. So until and unless you don't ask Krishna, he is not going to give you divine intelligence. He is going to give you material intelligence. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. As you approach Krishna, Krishna responds accordingly. So if you are totally coming to him and asking for material things, then he will give material intelligence how to achieve that. But if you truly want spiritual knowledge, if you truly want Krishna, then he will start giving you divine intelligence. At that time, he will always protect your bhakti, he will always protect your consciousness, he will always give you the right intelligence so that you don't do anything wrong that will be detrimental to your spiritual growth. Because you have taken shelter of him, you have asked him to help you. Right? And Krishna never lets down anyone who comes to him once also. He never lets them down. He never forgets. Right? So divine intelligence, you have to beg for it. You have to ask Krishna, please help me. You have to be truly like Arjuna. I do not know what to do. I'm so confused. What is right? What is wrong? Make me a disciple and help me, instruct me. Right? Then Krishna will give you divine intelligence. But till then, he is only giving you intelligence which is material in nature. And that material intelligence that he gives is the one that you as a living entity use to make choices. Finally, you are the one who's making the choices. You are responsible for the choices you make. Nobody else. You cannot blame Krishna. You cannot tell Krishna, why did you let this happen to me? Hare Baba, you never came to me and told me you want divine intelligence. You asked for material intelligence, I gave you material intelligence. Why are you complaining now? Right? So if you ask the right thing, then Krishna will give you the right thing. And so this intelligence determines, actually helps the living entity determine the choices that he makes. Matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Matta smriti jnanam. I give you mata, intelligence, smriti, jnana, remembrance, and forgetfulness and all knowledge. I give you, everything comes from this super soul, the Krishna who's sitting there. But for him to give you that, you have to ask him for it. Otherwise, he will just let you do according to your free will. He will let you, give you material intelligence for whatever material desires you may have. Is that clear? Any questions so far? Yes.
What is the difference between free will and karma? How we will know it is a free will or karma?
Free will and karma. Karma is performed based on your desire, and your desire comes from your free will.
But our karma is carrying from the past life, right?
I'm talking about current karma. Your karma is not carrying from the past life, the reactions of your karma are carrying from the past life. But your current karma comes from the choices you make based on your free will.
Yeah. So the action I am performing now is my desire because of the previous karma.
It's a more complicated subject matter. It could be either. Okay? Some karmas we perform because of some reactions from the previous karmas. Right? Or this may be new karmas also. So it's not easy to say. That is something that only Krishna knows. Nobody can say that. Right? But good question. We do not know. It could be as a result of past karmas, or it could be a new karma that will result in some kind of reaction. Alright? Yes, Prabhu.
So Prabhuji, what is the process if you want to give up your free will and surrender to Krishna?
I'm coming to that.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming to that. Okay? Yes, Prabhuji.
You said that we are controlled by the three modes of nature. By mind, intelligence, ego. On the other hand, you say we have free will. So are we having free will or are we under the control?
That's what I'm going to discuss now. Good questions. You are at least thinking ahead. Yes.
How do we cut the strings from the free will?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Like how do we get our own free will if they control us?
How do we get?
If three modes are controlling us, how do
you get out of it? I'm coming to that. Just give me 10 minutes, everything will become clear. I'm so glad that you are thinking ahead of me. That's so good. Okay? So now, how do these three modes come into play? Okay? The desires that you have, the choices that you make will depend on which of these three modes are in ascendancy at that time. Let me explain what that means. One day you get up, right? You're in a mode of goodness. Next day you get up, you're in a mode of ignorance. Third day you get up, you're in a mode of passion. No particular day may be the same. Have you ever seen a rope? A rope has 3 strands in it, right? Have you seen it? It's all intertwined, right?
Yes.
That's exactly what the 3 modes are. They're intertwined. Although there are 3 modes, 3 into 3, 9, 9 into 3, 81. There are 81 different types of situations that can happen with these 3 modes. Sometimes you may be in the pure mode of goodness, sometimes it may be mode of goodness and passion. It could be a mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. It could be a combination of all, it could be by itself. Okay? So no single mode, right? No single mode is always constant. That means you're always in mode of goodness, right? It never happens. But one particular mode is always more powerful than the other 2. And that mode is the nature with which you are born. Let's try to analyze this. Try to understand this very carefully, because this is very intricate knowledge. It's very, you have to understand it to be able to decipher it. When you are born, as I told you, in the past, the karmas that you have performed and the desires that you have determine the situation that you are born in, okay, and the body that you are born in. Whether you are a human or you are a lower species of life, 2 things determine it: your past karmas and the desires that you have. Krishna gives you the exact body by which you can fulfill your desires. The only reason you're here is to fulfill all your desires before you go back. So Krishna keeps giving you different bodies to fulfill those desires. When you're desireless, you're eligible to go back to the spiritual world. Anya abhinashita shunyam. Our Rupa Goswami Acharya says, Anya abhinashita shunyam. You must have no other desire other than Krishna. Then only then you can go back to the spiritual world. So your desires and your karma determine which situation you're born in and which body you take. Right? And body you take means not only the body, the form that you take, but also the nature you acquire. When you are an animal, you're always in the mode of ignorance. Right? Animals work based on instincts. They don't work on reason. Right? Some of them may be very intelligent. The elephant, the dog, they are considered very intelligent. But do they have the intelligence to question who am I, who is God, and what is my relationship with them? No. Right? So they don't have, they have intelligence. Right? So they work on instincts. Human beings are supposed to work on reason. Right? Human beings are supposed to work on reason. And so when they take a body, my body is different from Shekhar Prabhu, from Chintan Prabhu, from anyone else, right? Every one of us has a distinct body. And we also have a distinct nature. I may be very short-tempered. Prabhu may be very calm in all situations. Another person may be a mix of the two, right? Why is that so? It's because we all are born with a certain nature, right? Initially, we are all born with a certain nature. We have the ability to change that. We have the ability to change that. What I was 10 years ago and what I am now is hell and heaven difference. Small things used to frustrate me. Now even the big things, it's okay, Krishna is doing it, no, it doesn't matter. That's the complete change in nature. Right? Every one of us has that ability to change nature. And that's what Bhagavad Gita is all about. Is to transcend these three modes. Krishna spends more time on these three modes than he does on any other subject matter in all of Bhagavad Gita. Because unless you don't understand this, you can't move forward to Bhakti. Chapter 17, complete everything he talks about is three modes. Chapter 18, for the first 40 verse, all he talks about is the three modes. Why does he do that? Because it's important for you to understand how the three modes work, otherwise it's impossible for you to change. You can't bring about a transformation unless you understand these three modes, how they're working. Okay, so these three modes, how are they controlling you here? For example, the senses. Like the senses are the incoming, all the information you're feeding into you is coming through these senses. Okay, so what do the senses actually feed you? By the three modes. You will seek association of devotees if you are in the mode of goodness. You will seek association of, maybe you'll be in a sports bar, or you may be in some even worse places. I don't want to name that to my children around here, right? You may be in those kind of places, right? If you're in the mode of passion, or even in the mode of ignorance, right? So that situation in which you are is controlled by the three modes. You will seek those associations. The three modes will make you seek them. They are controlling everything that you do. We have how many people here? Maybe 100 or 70, 80 people. How many people are outside? thousands, right? You tell them to come in here and sit for a Bhagavad Gita class or for, right? They will not come. They will not come. It's not because this is bad. It's because the modes that they are in will not allow them to come. The mode that they are in, passion and ignorance, will not allow them to come. Everyone here has mode of goodness. Otherwise you wouldn't be here listening to this katha. You would not be here, believe me. If you are inspired to come here and listen to Bhagavad Gita, to listen to Krishna's Upadesh, to listen to his instructions, you are in the mode of goodness. Otherwise you won't be able to sit here for more than 10 minutes. You can't. I have had so many Bhagavad Gita classes. Initially, it will start with 50, 40 people. It will drop to 30, it will drop to 20. Finally, there will be only 4 or 5 who are truly sincere and really want to learn Bhagavad Gita. The modes do not allow it. They are how much they are controlling you. Right? So, as long as we are in the mode of ignorance and passion, this will make no sense. I've heard people tell me, this is all make up. This, I'm raising my hand, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I have the ability, I'm achieving everything, and you're telling me I'm not the doer. What is that? They won't believe it, they cannot accept it, they cannot relate to it. This Krishna talking is not me, I'm just repeating Krishna's words. Right? Because we are spirit soul, we cannot interact with anything material. First fundamental thing is to accept you are a spirit soul. As long as you don't accept you are a spirit soul, none of this will make any sense. In the very beginning, Krishna says that you are a spirit soul. The first thing he says is you're not this body, you are a spirit soul. Because everything else depends on your accepting that. And then you will understand how these 3 modes are actually the doers. They are working under the super soul's direction. Maya Adhyakshena Prakrite Suyate Sacharachara. Under my supervision, this material energy is working. Krishna is saying that. And you can see that here. He's sitting in everyone's heart. People come and tell me, does Krishna even know I exist? Does Krishna even pay attention to me? Krishna knows every single living entity, from the smallest ant to the biggest living entity on this universe. He knows their names, he knows their situation, he knows what they want, he knows their desires, he knows everything even before you ask it. In everyone's heart. What is it that Krishna does not know? He knows everything. So never doubt that Krishna doesn't know you or doesn't care for you. Krishna says, Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the well-wisher of every single living entity. Every living entity, not human being. Every living entity. Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. Okay, so the 3 modes are controlling you as long as. Now many of you asked how you can transcend, like the boy asked, what is your name?
Athar.
Atharva Muni, Jai, Hari Bol. Atharva Muni, Atharva Veda also, right?
Yeah.
Veda also. So, a very beautiful name. So, we have to transcend these 3 modes. We have to get out of the clutches of these 3 modes. As long as we are under the control of these 3 modes, right, we cannot go beyond this material world. We have to continue to take birth. The material nature will keep you here. It will not let you go. The only way you can go out of this material realm is to get out of the control of these 3 modes. Till then it's not possible. And so how do you do that? When you're in the mode of goodness, then you see these 6 things that I will show you, 5 things actually, are controlled, how they are controlled by the 3 modes. When in the mode of goodness, you'll have faith in the demigods. You can't have faith in Krishna with mode of goodness. It's the start. Faith in Krishna starts through transcending the mode of goodness. But when you're in goodness, you'll be attracted to the demigods. Who are the demigods? Indra, Chandra, Surya, Brahma.
Ganesh.
Huh?
Ganesh.
All of these demigods, right? The food that you will like in the mode of goodness are good food, juicy food, fatty food, wholesome, pleasing to the heart. You will like this. Okay? This mode of goodness controls the food that you like. Sacrifice. Okay? You will sacrifice according to the scriptures. You won't make up your own. You will do it as a duty. You will have no desire for rewards. You won't do sacrifices to gain something. You will do sacrifices for the pleasure of Krishna. Right? Austerity of body, speech and mind. Austerity of body, speech and mind. Okay? Actions that you perform, like what you talk, your mind, how you control your mind. Worship of the Lord. Brahmanas, spiritual master, superiors, cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, non-violence. This is all controlled by the mode of goodness. If you're not in the mode of goodness, these all will not come into play also. And charity, you will do it as a duty. You will always do charity as a duty. Narada Muni says in Srimad Bhagavatam that a human being becomes a human being if he things: sacrifice, austerity and charity. If he does not practice these three, then he is a two-legged animal. This is Narada Muni's words. Right? A human being does sacrifice, austerity and charity. Canto 2. Okay? If you don't, then you're not a human being. This is what defines a human being. So charity is done as a duty with no expectation at the proper time and place to a worthy person. It's very important to know who you are doing charity to, because if I do charity to someone, like if you see sometimes at the corner of the street there are some people asking for alms. If you give them money, I give them a $10, and if they go to a bar and they drink, okay, and that is the first sin, you will get some reaction from it. They go out and they commit an accident and someone gets killed. You are responsible for that too. Can you believe it? You are responsible for that. You are the source of all the events that happen after that. That's the reason my Guru Maharaj always says, in your car, keep books and keep prasadam. Don't give money. Give them prasadam and books. They cannot cause any harm, but they will be benefited by it. Right? So charity also has to be done to a worthy person. This is Krishna saying it. Otherwise you are responsible. That's mode of goodness. And in mode of passion, the faith is for demons. Demons means what? Those are people who their life is all about possessions and control. Right? They are called demons. Demons does not mean Hiranyakashipu. Nobody can be Hiranyakashipu or Ravana. Okay? Demon means anyone who has no godliness. In Bhagavad Gita it says there are only two types of nature. One is godliness and one is demoniac. Divine and demoniac. One chapter in Bhagavad Gita is named divine and demoniac. So if you are not divine, you have a demoniac nature. Krishna says there's no in between. Okay, there's no in between. Alright? So in a mode of passion, it's demoniac nature. Food, you will like bitter food. You will like sour food. You will like salt, extreme salty food. You will like hot and pungent food. So when you put a lot of spices and all, that is food in a mode of passion. We try to make sure that prasad, bhoga that is offered should be in a mode of goodness, not in a mode of passion. Right? In the initial stages, a lot of food was coming with a lot of spice in it. And quite a few of us were going through some challenges. right? We stopped that. We said either you bring bhoga in a mode of goodness or don't bring bhoga. We don't want that kind of bhoga, right? Bhoga should always be in the mode of goodness. It should not be hot, it should not be pungent, it should not be very spicy, right? Dry and burning, they cause distress, acidity, misery and disease. All those things are food in a mode of passion. Now don't hold me as well, I'm just repeating. I'm so scared to step out today. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to keep my wife in front of me. I'm just repeating, okay? Sacrifice in a mode of passion is performed for material benefit or for pride. So there are lots of philanthropists. They make big hospitals, they make big schools and all, but they make sure they have the big nameplate, in honor of or dedicated to, right? And they make sure that they are always, their name is always taken with respect to that charity that they do, sacrifice, right? That is what is in mode of passion. When you are expecting something back for what you do. Okay? Even if it be something good, but you're expecting something back. Then austerity should be of body, mind and speech. But in passion, it is out of pride, for self-respect, honor and worship. You always, the most common phrase nowadays in this material world is, what is in it for me? How many of you have heard that? Right? Anything you do, first you think, what is in it for me? And then you do it. But those who take to Krishna consciousness, they never think about that. They always think, am I pleasing Krishna with my action? Right? That's the mindset devotees have. Am I pleasing Krishna with my action? If I'm not, then I shouldn't be doing it. But those in mode of passion will always say, what is in it for me? If there is something in it for me, then I'm in. Otherwise, I'm out. And charity, with expectation of return, desire for fruitive results, or grudgingly. So all three apply. The worst thing you can do is make a charity and then go home and say, man, $100 nikal gaya pockets today. Today I just gave away $100. That kind of charity is very bad because it kind of is detrimental for the action that you're performing, right? You should give willingly from the heart. You should never give out of show that. I have to show that I am also donating, right? Don't do that. That kind of donation is not recommended. It should be from the heart. Then Krishna is pleased. And then you get the benefit of that charity. Otherwise you don't. Right? That's in the mode of passion. What to talk about ignorance? Ignorance, they believe in ghosts and spirits. Because already late. If you have questions, you can meet me during prasadam. Food, they love food that is kept for some time, more than 3 hours old. Prabhupada says that any food that is cooked should be consumed within 3 hours. Okay? Tasteless, decomposed, putrid, remnants, untouchable. These are the people who will take those kind of foods. Sacrifice, not as per scripture, they will do it on whims. No prasadam, they will not touch prasadam. No chanting, no remuneration to priest, no faith. There is nothing. In mode of ignorance, there is no question of any kind of compassion. And then austerity, performed out of foolishness, with self-torture or to destroy or injure others. They don't know how to perform austerity. And lastly, the charity is impure place at improper time to unworthy persons with no attention or respect. These have got more meaning, but if I go into that, it will take me another 1 hour. So I'm just actually sharing what Krishna is saying. If I don't understand something, you can meet me during prasadam. Okay? This is a summary. Activities done without faith in the Supreme are simply within the realm of the modes of material nature. So anything activity that you do that is not for the pleasure of Krishna is purely material, right? And are temporary. They have no permanent result. Any devotional service you do, Krishna says in chapter 2, Neha Vikramanaso Asti Pratyavayana Vidyate Swalpamapi Asya Dharmasya Trayate Mahatoya. That devotional service that you do is never lost. It's never lost. There's no loss or diminution, and you take it with you even to your next life. That credit goes with you to the next life. But material is temporary, everything stays here. So one can transcend these three modes. One of the question was, how do you transcend the three modes? Only by the guidance of a bona fide guru. A guru can help you to transcend the three modes. Without the guru, you cannot. Okay, clearly it says, one in guidance of a bona fide guru, tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadyakshanti te jnanam jnanena astatva darshana. Bhagavad Gita says that you have to have a guru, and you have to serve the guru and inquire from him submissively. He is the one who can help you in your spiritual growth and help you to transcend these three modes. You cannot do it on your own. Very difficult. Impossible. The three modes to transcend is impossible. You have to have a not any guru. What is the bona fide guru? Krishna says there are only 4 valid sampradayas. Only 4 valid sampradayas. The Sri Sampradaya, the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, the Rudra Sampradaya, and the Kumar Sampradaya. If the guru is from any of these 4 sampradayas, he is a bona fide guru. Okay? So you must get a bona fide guru. And he is eligible to transcend the modes altogether by giving you pure devotional service. And finally, one should give up his inborn conceptions of religion. This is very important. We tend to do whatever our parents did, whatever our ancestors did. We never question it, whether it is right or wrong. Just because my parents did it, it must be right. Just because my grandparents did it, it must be right. You have to ascertain whether it is right or not. How do you ascertain? Through Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. 3 things. Your Guru will tell you what is right or wrong. If you don't have a Guru, Shastra will tell you what is right or wrong. And Sadhu means those who are very elevated devotees. They can tell you what is right and wrong. You have to confirm what is right and wrong. Don't do anything blindly. You must validate what worship you're doing for you to get the maximum benefit. Otherwise, you'll keep doing what you're doing. At the end, no result. Right? You're putting in the effort, you're putting in so much time. At least validate that what I'm doing, the time I'm spending, is going to give me the benefit at the end of this life. Don't waste that time, right? Validate it, and then if it is right, then continue doing it. Okay? Then you will be able to transcend these 3 modes. So this is a summary of goodness, passion, and ignorance. I wish I could go through it, but we're already way behind. It tells you how everything is controlled by these 3 modes. Last slide. Self-realization. Okay? The entire Bhagavad Gita is supposed to help you with self-realization, bring you to the self-realization. If it does not bring you, then you have not understood the Bhagavad Gita. Right? What is self-realization? Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma. That means you must understand Krishna and you must understand yourself. Yourself, Krishna, and what's your relationship with Krishna. Prasanatma, at that time, you are always blissful, you are always peaceful. It's just supposed to bring you to that place. Right? How do you do that? By bringing the mind and senses under control with determination. Okay? And purify your intelligence. Okay? How do you do that? You have to be free from attachment and hatred, false ego, false strength, false pride, lust, anger, false proprietorship, and acceptance of material things. You have to be free of all this. And then you will be willing to seek to live in a secluded place. What is the meaning of seek to live in a secluded place? It does not mean you leave everything and you go away. Secluded place means where your Krishna consciousness is not disturbed, it's not distracted. That means you will seek to be with devotees all the time. It does not, Krishna nowhere in the Bhagavad Gita ever says you must leave your family and you must leave everything and go to the Himalayas. When Arjuna wanted to do it, Krishna said, no, you cannot do this. Right? Living in a secluded place means being with like-minded devotees who inspire you. Secluded place means where there is no distraction. It does not mean leaving everything and going. Eat little, because eating is the main problem. Someday we will discuss the nectar of instruction. It explains to you how this tongue is the source of all your problems. Either it speaks too much, speaks wrong, or it eats too much. One day we will discuss that. Okay, eats little, controls his body, mind and speech, always in a trance, always in remembrance of Krishna, and detached. Detached means attached to Krishna. Detached does not mean you detach yourself from your family and all. It means attach yourself to Krishna. And how do you achieve all this? Rupa Goswami just puts it in very simple terms, what is in red. He just gives you 5 things. Chant. Chant the holy names of the Lord. Seek always the association of devotees. Eat always Krishna prasadam. Don't eat anything that is not offered. Right? Read scriptures. Like you're coming here, you're hearing from the scriptures. Whatever we say, everything is from the scriptures. If you cannot read, it's okay. You can hear. Hearing is paramount. Right? And live in a dham. Live in a dham means what? You don't leave your home and you go to live in a dham. Live in a dham means make your home a dham. Have the picture of Krishna over there. Have a vigraha of Krishna over there. Do some kind of worship. Then your house becomes a dham. Right? Perform some deity worship. Right? If you do these 5 things, right, you will achieve everything that is there. Okay? That was the summary of everything we discussed today. So we'll open it for questions. We have 5 minutes. Anyone has any questions? Yes.
How do you become desireless if sometimes you know, sometimes you don't know that you have desire?
Yeah.
How do you know if you're desireless?
Desireless comes through self-realization. When you do these 5 things, right, it brings you to the stage of self-realization. At the stage of self-realization, you slowly become desireless. Okay? These 5 things are fundamental for you to achieve anything spiritual. So, you want to become desireless, then you have to practice these 5 things. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Prabhu.
So, there are like a lot of kids, Prabhu. So, charity is like different form, right? You can elaborate, like, how they can do the...
For children?
Yeah.
Yeah, for children, it's the same thing. First thing Krishna says is that you must perform your duty sincerely. So if you're a student, you have to study very sincerely. You must do the best you can. Okay? Whether you're a child, whether you're an adult, even an adult who's working has to do the best he can. Right? If I'm a father, I have to do the best I can for my children. Right? So everyone has to do the best in the situation they are in. Students have to be very sincere in their studies. Then only they can please Krishna. They may chant Krishna's name all the time, but they are not doing their duty properly. Krishna doesn't care. If you truly want to attract Krishna's attention, then you have to do your duty very sincerely. And then everything else falls into place. Then you can chant 1 round every morning, right? So that Krishna is with you all day to help you. You should chant 1 round every morning, right? Giving you only prasadam to eat. In the weekends, come to the temple, come to this Sunday feast. This Sunday feast is awesome. The best program that Prabhupada has given all of us, right? Come and have over here the association of devotees. We will serve nice prasadam over here. So, it's valid for everyone, adults and students and children, for everyone. But whatever you do, you must do the best you can. There should be no laziness, there should be nothing lagging in your effort if you really want to attract Krishna. Krishna will help you if you are sincere. If you are not sincere, Krishna will also not be there for you. Okay? Very important. Does that answer your question, Prabhu? It's very, very important that you understand that. Any other questions or comments? One last question, if anyone has. No? Okay, thank you. Do you have a question? Prabhu? Okay, thanks. Alright, so this was a summary. Yes.
Krishna knows our past, present, and future.
Everything.
So, in the case of Duryodhana,
I know what's coming.
so when he goes as a messenger and tries to convince Duryodhana, tries to convince Duryodhana. So Krishna already knows that Duryodhana is not going to listen.
Right.
So why does Krishna try to convince him?
Krishna already knows so many demons are going to come to kill him, but he doesn't stop them. Krishna already knows that the Pandavas have to go for 14 years to Banvas or 12 years to Banvas, right? He doesn't stop that. Because Krishna does not interfere with anyone's free will, as I just said. So he knows that Duryodhana is in a complete mode of passion, and whatever he says, Duryodhana will not understand. Okay? But he still has to do his duty. In the Bhagavad Gita, he says, if I don't do my duty, then everything in this world will be in ruins. I have to be an acharya to the people. Right? So I have to go and do my job. I have to convince Dhritarashtra, I have to try and convince Duryodhana. If they don't, then that's fine. So Krishna knows what is going to happen. Okay? But still he has to do his duty. Right? So when he comes, he does not interfere with anyone's free will. He knows Duryodhana is in a complete mode of passion. There's no way at all Duryodhana will understand what Krishna has to say. Krishna still has to do it. And Krishna knew that this war is going to happen. Nothing is going to stop this war. The purpose for him was to remove, right? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanataya sambhavami. He comes to re-establish the principles of religion, to remove all these dirty people. He knows that war is going to happen. But he still has to do his duty. Like we all have to do our duty. Same way he also has to do his duty. Is that up? Okay. So thank you all so much. Prabhuji is waiting. Is there any birthdays or anything?
Yes.
Okay, there is a birthday. We'll just have a celebration. Hare Krishna. This is a very nice celebration. Madhavi Manjari Mataji, one of the devotees who is very sincere and very dedicated in this temple. The Shringar and all that we do, she truly helps us with the Shringar, choosing the dresses, choosing the jewelry, helping us. Today we are celebrating our son Abhinav's birthday. I'm very pleased and happy to celebrate the birthday here with every one of you. So Madhavi Manjari and Abhinav, please come forward. Let us give her a very big Haribol for our services. It's so wonderful. You will come and see the beautiful form of. They are the ones who make it happen. Please come, please come. Put it on this level. Put it here. So we are celebrating this. What's the birthday, third or fourth? Fourth birthday of Abhiram. You see this wonderful boy? He can capture anyone's heart if you get to spend some time with him. He is truly amazing. Just like his mother. So can we sing happy birthday to Abhiram? Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abhiram. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Abhiram, can you say Hare Krishna to everyone? Say Hare Krishna. Some. Okay, cut the cake. Cut the cake. Oh, that's going to be difficult the way the tray is. Just put a piece in his mouth. Jai, Abhiram, you want more of that? Give him nicely, Saujanya. Mother is always serving Vaishnavas. She's always thinking of Vaishnavas. So can we loudly raise our hands and 3 times chant the Hare Krishna mantra for Abhiram? He may be a wonderful devotee of Lord Krishna and have all material and spiritual success in his life. Okay? Of course, all of us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So we have this wonderful mala from Narasimha Swami. So we're going to put this on Abhiram.
Very good.
Thank you so much. Okay. So I've been told that I should make some announcements as well. Our Director of Operations is always keeping me in line. So we have a wonderful festival coming up. Our 2nd anniversary happens to be on Lord Narasimha Dev Swami's appearance day. This temple actually opened on that day, Narasimha Dev's appearance day. So it's our 2nd anniversary. So we have a very nice program on 3 days. The Friday, it happens to be, just imagine, Narasimha Dev's arrangement, it happens to be on a Sunday. So beautiful. Today we will have the Adivas ceremony in the evening, where we will have some ceremony to create auspiciousness and to prepare for the celebration of our 2nd anniversary. Then on Saturday, we're going to have Jagannath Rath Yatra over here. Okay? Please mark your calendars. We will have a Jagannath Rath Yatra over here. Alright? And then after Rath Yatra, we will have a Chapan Bhog offering to Lord Jagannath. Right? And then we will have Maha-Arati and Pushpanjali. So it will start. We'll give you the timings and all as we get closer and we have things finalized, which will be very soon in the next 2-3 days. Right? And then on Sunday, when we have our 2nd anniversary, we will have a Maha-Abhishek of Lord Narasimha Swami and Shri Shri Gaur Nitai. Right? They both came on the same day. So on that day, we will have a Maha-Abhishek. Every one of you will be allowed, will be able to participate and do Abhishek of Lord Narasimha Swami and of Krishna Balaram or Gaur Nitai as we know them. Right? It will be a Maha-Abhishek. But before that, because it's Narasimha Dev's appearance, we will have a Narasimha Oham here. Right? There will be a Narasimha Oham for creating all auspiciousness, for removing all the challenges and all. Please come and participate. Omam will be there, then Abhishekam will be there. After the Abhishek, there will be Maha-Arati, and then after that will be Pushpanjali and Pradakshina, and we will have Mahaprasadam. Very nice piece. We also have some stage programs that are being organized during that time. If you want your children to participate, singing, dancing, or even chanting the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, sign up. Come to Vamsi Prabhu and he will help you out. Or Saujanya, where's Saujanya? Saujanya was here, right? Saujanya, come here. She is in charge of the stage programs. She did a wonderful job during Ram Navami. We expect the same during Narasimha Swami's appearance day. So, anyone who wants their children to have any dance performances or any kind of musical instrument or presentations, you can see Saujanya. She's in charge of the stage programs. Or if she's not available, you can reach out to Vamshi Prabhu. Okay? Alright? So we'll be very soon, in a couple of days, we'll be publishing all the details about this wonderful festival. So please participate heartily.
And all the dates.
Date 9th, 10th,
9th, 10th and 11th. 9th is Friday, 10th is Saturday, the Rath Yatra, and 11th of May, Narasimha Chaturthi. Okay, Narasimha Swami's appearance day.
It's a Mother's Day.
Huh?
It's a Mother's Day.
That Sunday is Mother's Day? Hari Bol. It gets better and better and better.
We'll celebrate Mother's
Okay, nice, very nice, huh? Krishna is our Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhanapran, right? He is our Mata, he is our Pita, he is everything.
No, all the Prabhujis can do for that day for all the Matajis.
Rita Mataji wants to be specific. These mothers, not that mother. Okay, we'll make sure we take care of you too. So now please get the blessings of Lord Narasimha Swami. Prabhuji is there, he will give you the blessings. And then after that we will serve very nice Satvik